the art of cultivating joy in life's journey. Who doesn't long for a life filled with happiness? I firmly believe that joy is not a privilege reserved for a few, but a tangible possibility for all of us. However, it's not about magical formulas or cosmic alignments. It's something much more grounded, a matter of attitude, of how we embrace every experience life puts before us. Pause for a moment and reflect on your own life. Is there anyone who isn't fighting some internal battle? All of us, without exception, face our own struggles, our deepest fears, worries that sometimes overwhelm us. Perhaps it's the shadow of a difficult past, the wound of a love that faded, the weight of an illness, or the uncertainty of financial instability. These are the experiences that tear at the soul, that drive us to question the fairness of life, right? But I always maintain that while these experiences may leave scars, they do not condemn us to perpetual unhappiness. In fact, when we allow ourselves to heal these wounds and grant them new meaning, our lives take on an unparalleled sense of fulfillment and purpose. The key is not to ignore the existence of these challenges, but to focus on how we face them. The internal dialogue we maintain when adversity strikes and the ability to resolve conflicts constructively. I always emphasize the importance of savoring the small blessings each day offers. Yes, every sunrise brings something good. Similarly, it's essential to learn how to manage the tough moments, because they, too, are an inherent part of the human experience. To delight in the small joys that life bestows upon us, we need an inner companion, a voice that guides us with love and confidence. That voice is our self-esteem. Sometimes the loudest voices echoing in our memory come from childhood, from moments when we were criticized, made to feel insecure or insignificant. It's vital to identify those voices and respond to them calmly. Thank you for the information, but that story no longer defines me. So today, I invite you to deep introspection. Do you truly love yourself? Do you treat yourself with compassion? Do you allow yourself to be happy? Imagine for a moment that one of the people dearest to you approaches you, their eyes clouded with sadness, their spirit weighed down, confessing they're going through a difficult time. What would you say to them? Would you reproach them? Criticize them? Make them feel even worse? Of course not. You would offer them a sincere hug, a comforting smile, words of encouragement that instill hope. You would remind them of their strengths, their virtues, their achievements. You would assure them of your confidence in their ability to overcome the situation, convey your unconditional affection, and tell them that everything will find its way. So why don't we treat ourselves the same way? It's time to silence that voice that floods you with doubts, fears, and negative thoughts. It's time to replace it with a voice that proclaims, I can. I am capable of achieving great things. Resilience as a pillar of success, an inspiring legacy. One of the most inspiring narratives I know is that of Steve Jobs, co-founder of Apple. His journey to the top was not without obstacles, and his story is a compelling testament to the power of perseverance and resilience. Jobs, born in San Francisco, was put up for adoption shortly after his birth. From an early age, he demonstrated a deep fascination with technology and innovation, with a particular interest in assembling and disassembling electronic devices. However, the path to pursuing his passion was far from easy. During his school years, he was known as a rebellious youth with behavioral issues, which caused him both academic and social difficulties. When he entered college, he dropped out in his first semester, feeling that the experience wasn't providing the value he sought. During this period, he lived a very modest life, sleeping on friends' dorm room floors and collecting soda bottles to pay for meals. Who wouldn't feel a pang of uncertainty in such a situation? But despite the many obstacles life placed in his path, he refused to let difficulties defeat him. He clung even more tenaciously to his dream of transforming the technological landscape. In 1976, alongside his friend Steve Wozniak, he founded Apple in his parents' garage. They worked tirelessly to develop the first personal computer, the Apple I. However, this first product didn't achieve the expected success. It was an innovative machine, but failed to immediately capture the market's attention. Far from being discouraged, Jobs turned this setback into an opportunity to reinvent himself. He devoted all his energy to perfecting his creation to present it the following year. The result was the Apple II, which not only became a commercial success, but also launched Apple to the forefront of the tech industry. His story inspires us not to give in to setbacks. Life sometimes tests us, reminding us that the fear of failure should not be a barrier, but a motivator to persevere. His determination led him to a relentless quest for innovation, overcoming one obstacle after another to build a legacy that continues to evolve and endure. Every no you receive becomes an opportunity for learning and growth until eventually you achieve that much desired yes. As Steve Jobs himself expressed, your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. A stumble is not an impediment, but the foundation upon which success is built. That inner strength that drives us to keep going is the same one that allows us to value every moment of existence. Because life is a gift, a unique and unrepeatable moment. Why let this precious gift slip away in affliction and lament? One of the most valuable lessons I've learned to avoid suffering is the importance of living in the present. We must let go of future anxieties and past scars, for only then can we fully experience life. The journey to the heart of oneself and inner conquest. Have you ever wondered why, at certain moments, you feel like a ship adrift without clear direction? It's as if the current of life sweeps you away without you being in control, right? This feeling of being lost arises because we haven't cultivated the ability to listen to the voice of our own heart. Each of us is a cosmos unto ourselves, a complex and captivating universe filled with emotions, desires, dreams, fears, and experiences. The path to your true self, to your purest essence, is not found externally. It is traversed in the depths of your being, with the curiosity and courage to delve into yourself, with the desire to discover your authentic nature. It is a journey without a final destination, one that transforms and enriches itself with every new experience, every new lesson, every new discovery. Edmund Hillary, the renowned New Zealand mountaineer celebrated for being one of the first to summit Mount Everest in 1953, said, "It is not the mountain we conquer, but ourselves." His experience on the mountain revealed to him that the greatest challenges are not external, but internal. The true victory, according to him, lies in the ability to transcend our own limits and face our fears. When we conquer our inner world, we free ourselves from shackles, becoming stronger and wiser. And this doesn't mean we stop having challenges, but that we understand building a full and meaningful life is in our own hands. Today, I propose we do an exercise together. First, release any worry troubling you at this moment. Yes, let it go. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a very deep breath, filling your lungs with fresh, pure air, and exhale gently through your nose, releasing any tension accumulated in your body. Once more, inhale all the air you can, hold it for a moment, and exhale gently. One last time, inhale deeply, hold the air for a moment, and exhale slowly. Open your eyes calmly, straighten your posture, stretch your neck upward, and repeat with me. Today is a great day, so let's face it with all our positive energy. What small blessing will you celebrate today?